I'm Kiera Morgan. Thanks for joining me here on Coffee with Kiera, sponsored by the Human Bean in Newport and Lincoln City. And I'm very happy to be here with my good friend, Major Raymond Erickson-King with the Salvation Army. We're going to talk all about the Salvation Army, what they do, and how they help folks, and of course, the upcoming season of giving. So, Major Raymond, let's start off. Tell folks a little bit about yourself, the Salvation Army, and what you do.
Yes, I'm Major Raymond Erickson-King, and my wife and I, Jennifer, we oversee the operations here in Newport, but all oversee the entire Lincoln County, all the way up to Otis and down south to Yachats. I'm born and raised here in Oregon. I was born in Dallas and raised in Salem. Back in 1993, when this facility opened, I was actually part of the grand opening celebration when Salem gave birth to this place. We looked at locations we thought where the Salvation Army can be is needed, and we pinpointed this area as well. So I was here during that time, and almost 30 years later, next year will be 30 years, the Salvation Army has been in Lincoln County serving people in need and to share the love of Jesus as well. So the Salvation Army, as I just mentioned, has been almost here 30 years, and we do a variety of programs and services here. We're just coming out of the COVID pandemic, so we're gearing up. We've been transitioning into newer programs and revamping older programs to serve the community. And one of the things that we do is social services. Is we do a lot of that here in recent year since we've been here as well. We've revamped that program a little bit. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. And then we'll talk about the upcoming Christmas season, holiday season, what we have going on, and how people can volunteer and help us out because we're all volunteer driven here. So we desperately need people to come alongside us to help share that mission to serve people. And then I'll just tell you about other resources that we are planning to offer here after the holiday season as well. We got some additional funding from different sources that I wanted to share with you as well.
All right, so let's start off talking about how you help folks with the social services and the food box program.
Oh, yes. Wonderful. That's kind of our bread and butter right now with the, no pun intended, with the social services. It's called the Food Pantry of Hope. And I've got a flyer here that you can probably see here on the video here a little bit, but this is the flyer that we have. It tells you of our times and what we do Wednesday and Fridays from 10 to 12 and from 1 to 4 here in Newport. But we also do it in Lincoln City as well on Fridays from 1 to 4 as well. It's our mobile canteen. We take all of our product up there and we do it at the Church of Christ parking lot. And it's kind of like the drive-through service thing where people come up and get their name, get their info, and talk to them, do a little bit of case management to see what other needs they may have, or sometimes they even ask for prayer requests. We pray for them as well, and then we help them, and then they go and that's been a great partnership we have with Pastor Ben, who is up there as well. So the food box program, I'm going to kind of show you what we have going on here. This is what a typical food box entails. We try to give them product staples for mainly the main thing. So in our box, you will get an informational flyer about all of our services that we provide here at the Salvation Army. Plus, you will see cereal, you'll see pasta. We got boxed milk, shelf milk, but once it's open, you got to use it. We got nuts, canned goods, such as canned fruits, canned vegetables. We also give out fresh vegetables as well. I didn't bring them up here for this segment. We also box cereal as well. I think that's very important. And then we give out meat as well. We get meat and eggs, and this is one of our meats that we get here, so you can see how big this meat is. This one is a nice premium pork baby back ribs. So we get those as donations, and we give them out to people in need that come here. And then, of course, we give out fresh eggs as well. So you can see that we give out these things as well. Also, other products that we give is milk, dairy products, butter, and other types of toiletries as well. People come asking for different things. So if we have it on stock, we give it out. So, and that's our main thrust that we do here during the year. And occasionally when we have funding, we'll help with gas vouchers, IDs, different things of that nature as well. And we do that also in Lincoln City when we funding is giving to us as well.
Are you taking food donations or cash donations to help?
We take that all year round. We know that during the holiday season, that's when it peaks. It starts gearing up even more. And this is our, from now until Christmas Eve, is our big fundraising effort here at the Salvation Army. The funds that we raise help not only during the holiday season here, but throughout the year as well. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. But yes, food donations, people can come and drop those by as well anytime. We do partner up with Food Share of Lincoln County. They're a great support of us, and also Grocery Outlet. They donate to us as well. We appreciate Donna and her thoughtfulness that she does here for us and other agencies as well. So, but that's what we do.
And what about the social services side? Let's talk about that.
Well, the social service side is run by my wife. She's the one that does all the intake of folks. So we partner up with Food Share of Lincoln County. So we have some information that we share with people. They fill out a little bit of demographic paperwork, and then we input it into our system as well. Social services can be a gamut of things here, but we focus on the things that we know that we can instantly do to help an individual. We do have some assistance coming in very shortly, hopefully $15,000 to help people with rental assistance. I know it's going to go fast, but at least we have 15,000 to help folks. But that information will come out in the news, social media once we get word that we have this money and how people can apply for it as well.
So, Major Raymond, of course, none of this would be able to happen without volunteers. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, volunteers are the backbone of the things that we do here at the Salvation Army. And during the holiday season, that's when people start calling more and reaching out more to see how they can volunteer as well. We have a volunteer rally, which will be on November 12th here in this at the Salvation Army at 10 o'clock. And this is where you will see this on the social media as well. But it talks about how you can get involved during the holiday season. So, for instance, we need bell ringers for Christmas. I'm going to talk about that here in a minute. Maybe even hosting a Red Kettle online account to help us raise funds as well for people in need in our community. Um, we're going to be talking about here a little bit about how people can sign up to get toys and stuff like that, but we need volunteers to help us process that. For instance, when the tag comes back from a local business that goes on their giving tree, we need people to help us to bag those and to identify what bag it goes to, what family it goes to as well. In, for instance, like sorting and processing toys. So we need assistance in that.
You need elves.
We need elves, lots of elves. And then the big day is on December 17th when we have our distribution day, where we'll definitely need some folks to help us in this process as well. This year, we're going to do it at the Armory. The distribution will be at the Armory this year, right next door to Pig and Pancake off Highway 101. It's a great event. The community comes together, and one of my favorite times of the year is that time. So get to know people, hear stories of years past of how people have been affected through the giving tree, or how they've been, what they're doing now because we've helped them throughout the years. Those are success stories, trophies of grace stories that we like to hear from time to time.
Now, besides the Christmas season, do you need volunteers to help out, for instance, with the food boxes and things?
Yes, we need volunteers all year round with processing the food and making food boxes. We have one volunteer that comes just about weekly, and she makes food boxes. She's wonderful. But we also need other people to come alongside of her as well. In the new year, we are going to kick off the music program as well. It's just been slow starting, but we need volunteers to help us teach that program as well. So if anybody's interested in piano, guitar, brass instruction, um, feel free to shoot us an email or call us anytime to let us know that you're available as well.
And let's talk about the Christmas season and what you're doing with the bell ringing and fundraising.
Wonderful. Yes, I just wanted to share with you that we've already started our season of giving by people signing up if they need some Christmas assistance, i.e., food and toys. We help the entire Lincoln County. We've started this week. We've got several people already coming up that came from Toledo. We've got one from Yachats already, and then we're hitting Lincoln City as well today as well. So, but our locations for signups is here in Newport and then in Lincoln City. Newport is for Wednesdays and Thursdays from 10 to 12 and from 1 to 4. And then on in Lincoln City, it's in the afternoons on Fridays from 1 to 4, starting November 2nd and ending on December 2nd. So it's a full straight month. We're closed for that Thanksgiving little break there for a couple of days. But people needing assistance, all you need to bring is kind of bring a form of a bill or some sort of current status where you live and an ID, and then ID for everybody that lives in your household as well, so we know who they are, so we can follow up with them as well for the kids needing toys. So
All right. And so the donations that come in, they are being processed, like you said. And what kind of things are you looking for as far as donations go?
well, there's a variety of things that we're looking for donations for the holiday season. I'm going to kind of show you over here what we do for toys for kids. So these are some of the toys from last year that we have, kind of our seed toys, we say. So we keep them and show people. These are kind of some of the toy items that we give out to folks as well. So when people come in, we fill out a Christmas angel tag, and a local business takes these tags and they put them on their Christmas tree. And so people that come in can grab that tag. Let's say Joey. Joey has all these items. You may want to have a Monopoly game. So this Joey will get this Monopoly game that when the family comes in and gets their stuff on that day on December 17th. Also, we're partnering up with Walmart as well with their giving tree as well. That's a big partnership nationwide, but locally they've been very supportive to us throughout the years as well. So that's the big thing of donations is the toys, and we also work with Toys for Tots as well. We're one of their recipients as well during the holiday season, and we appreciate Sergeant Bulldog and crew that serve the entire Lincoln County and helping those in need during the holiday season. Another thing that we're doing here, you notice this a plush fleece blanket and this razor. We do reach out to the local nursing centers and living care centers, and we like to supply gifts to them as well. Sometimes they're forgotten, the seniors that are living there that need assistance. So we reach out to them. Avamirs are one of our biggest places that we help, and then we do Meals on Wheels as well. And we work with the directors, and we get their information of what needs they have. So on our day of distribution, we go there and hand it to them as well. Some of the things that they request is slippers, one of these things, and candy. They love candy. Sometimes they're not supposed to have it, but they want it, so we get it to them anyways. And another things that we give out is kind of these little Salvation Army little blankets as well, to remind them that the Salvation Army is there for them and throughout the year as well. So we with volunteers this year, we're going to give our volunteers kind of a little swag bag that we have. So this is one of the Salvation Army swag things. It's a first aid kit, cute little thing, and they've been asking for some type of thermos or drinking apparatus. So we got one of these here for them to drink out of here during the holiday season as well. And one of my favorite times of the year is the Christmas kettle. So you're going to see me playing my horn. I might play this at the very end if we have time. I'll play you a song that to end it off with the holiday season. But you'll start hearing the bell during the holiday season. This is a sign that the Salvation Army is in front of a store. And if we're not in front of a store, you might see one of these counter kettles in a store throughout Lincoln County as well. So if you see it, make sure you donate to it because it stays here locally. 100% of your donation stays here locally. And then you'll see this big Salvation Army one in front of stores as well, where you can donate through Apple Pay, Google Pay as well. So there you can scan your card, your phone to it, and you can donate it to as well, and it stays here locally. And That's
And
what
the
we're
money
doing.
that you raise locally stays locally, going back to the community, correct?
Yes, it goes back to the community. It stays here to help families in need throughout the year.
Major Raymond, are you seeing more need now with increases in gas prices, more folks facing uh, home insecurities, food insecurities, prices going up?
While you're mentioning all the things that we get calls about on a daily basis, yes, we're seeing a flux increase as well. Um, we are the main food pantry in Newport right now, so we've been getting a lot of inquiry and people coming in seeking food assistance. So it's been almost up 40% in the last 4 months. People seeking assistance here. It's not even the holiday season yet. So yes, all those things that you just mentioned, the inflation, higher food costs, gas prices are playing a big toll in everybody's budget, and they're trying to find where they can get things to help them. We supplement, and so they can pay their other bills like rent and different stuff like that as well.
So when folks come down to situations of where it's a choice between having food for their family and being able to pay their electric bill, for instance, that's where you guys can kind of help out. And that's where this money goes year round, right?
Yes, it does. It goes year round because that's when we're the most visible. People want to give during the holidays, so that's why the Salvation Army kettles are out, and that's why we're out in the community everywhere to let people know how they can support and help us as well. Um, this community is very giving. It's very evident during the Otis fire up north when we had that, where people were giving left and right to help people in that small community, and we're still helping them today as well. And this whole entire county, whenever something happens, we pull together as as a family. I call it a family because we're all one big family. And one additional thing that we're doing this holiday season is we're partnering up with the 60 Plus Activity Center with Thanksgiving. So they haven't had that Thanksgiving for the seniors during the past 3 years due to COVID and stuff. So they wanted to restart it, and I said, "Hey, the Salvation Army would love to partner up." So if you're a senior seeing this as well, if you're needing a place to go during the Thanksgiving week, contact the Senior Center, 60 Plus Center, and they will sign you up for their Thanksgiving meal that they have tonight.
All right. Major Raymond, anything else you'd like to add or play as we wrap up?
I just want to say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of our heart that you support the Salvation Army in this community. We've been in existence since 1865, and in this community, particularly, almost 30 years. And with that, your support, we wouldn't do the things that we can do. We're just conduits of everybody's generosity that they give. So I appreciate what they do. And if there's any time that we can be in the assistance of presenting at something at your church or organization or business, please reach out to us. We'll be glad to come and explain things to you and how you can partner up with us as well. So, yes, I would love to end by playing a Christmas tune to kick off the season.
Wonderful.
So you just need to guess which one it is. I think you're going to figure it out pretty fast here, what this one is. So here it is. And that's what we do here at the Salvation Army. We bring joy to our community, and I look forward to seeing each one of you throughout the holiday season supporting us.
And if folks want to get some more information about volunteering or needing help, Facebook page, website, how do they do that?
Yes, they can check out our Salvation Army Facebook page. It's Salvation Army of Lincoln County. We try to post something there every other day to keep everything up, fresh, and new exciting things that are happening, not only during the holiday season, but throughout the year. And you can call us as well. I got it right over here, that number, because I haven't memorized it here, but our number is 541 265 6814. So you can call us there as well to get some more information as well.
And you are located on 4th Street?
Yes, 4th Street, 140 Northeast 4th Street, almost directly behind Arctic Circle. You can't miss us here at the Salvation Army. We got signage everywhere, and we're right next to Dr. Laird. If you know where Dr. Laird's doctor's office as well, we're right next door to him as well.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Major Raymond, for joining us on this holiday episode of Coffee with Kiera, again sponsored by the Human Bean in Newport at 6th Street and Highway 101.
Yum.
And in Lincoln City at the north end of the highway on the west side near TLC Credit Union. Thanks for joining me. I'm Kiera Morgan for Oregon Coast Breaking News.